Yo guys, this is Orbit here from TGN, and in this video we are going to be going over the Final Fantasy XIV Online Realm Reborn character creation. Okay, if you was wondering about whether you wanted to buy this game, one thing that you always look is one thing you kind of look at is the character creation to see how much you can customize your character and make it look exactly how you want. So we are going to go through the character creation today. So first of all, you've got 5 different races. Okay, after you've watched the main screen, you'll come to this screen, and this will let you choose 5 different races and you can pick them either male or female. So first we've got the higher. Here is the higher. It's kind of basically human. Okay, then we've got the Elizin. These are basically your elves. They have got pointy ears, as you can see, and they're quite lanky. Then you got the Lalafell. These are really tiny kind of toddler characters. Then we've got the Maquotes, which is kind of like a cat character. It's got ears, it's got a tail. In a minute you'll be able to customize the tail and all that kind of stuff. Then we've got the Rogadins. Sorry if I've pronounced any of those wrong, but who cares? The Rogadins is obviously your beast, big guy. Now they have got slight stat differences when you're picking your character, but nothing kind of too drastic that will affect your gameplay. So let's have a look at the females now. Here's the female Haya, the female Elizin, the female Lalafell. You can change all their hairstyles and customize everything in a minute, but just gives you kind of a default one to begin with. The Maquotes, the female Rogadins, who I'm not 100% if that is a female, because that looks pretty masculine to me. So here are the different sizes. Now the outfit you've got on now is kind of your starting outfit. Okay, if you did want to kind of see them without the outfit, you can tap R3 and it kind of strips the clothes off them so you can see the body shape a little bit better. Also you can click L3 and it will give you kind of a little pose. And also if you click R2, it can change the environment for you, so you can see different shadows and what you'd look like in the game when you eventually get your character sorted and stuff like that. You can also take all of the writing away just to have a really good look around. So there's lots of little stuff you can do. We are going to pick the Maquote and let's move on. Okay, Seekers of the Sun and Keepers of the Moon. Okay, now there's not too much difference. Again, it's, as you can see down on the left hand side, it's got starting attributes. It's slight differences, that's it. Okay, very slight differences, but apart from that you can still customize them all exactly the same. So let's be Seekers of the Sun. Confirm. Okay, then you got a load of different stuff that you can kind of play around with. Let me just go back to this original screen. Okay, so first you've got the height, how tall they are. Okay, now some characters at their tallest height is going to be smaller than other races at their tallest height. For example, the Lalafell's tallest height is not going to be as tall as the elf's, the Elizin's tallest height, obviously. Okay, then you've got your skin color. You got a different range of, I'm not going to go into detail of actually properly going through it, just showing you guys what the different bits you can do. Here's your tail shape. Obviously this is unique to the Maquotes because they're the only characters with a tail, but you can have a short tail, you can have a long tail, different stuff on the end of it. I'm going to have this one kind of like a lion's tail. Here's how you can change the length here. Have a really long tail, or you can shrink it right the way up. Okay, here's your hairstyle. Get rid of that unique pose, so you're standing still now. Okay, so we've got here's the different hairstyles. You'll be able to change the colours. I really like the hairstyles. They all look pretty cool. just going to go through and have a little look at them all. Okay, so they are the different hairstyles you can pick from. We're going to go for a nice... What are we going to go for? Let's get this one. I quite like that. It's quite cool. Confirm. Okay, now we can pick their hair colour. And what I like about it is you can actually put highlights in. So if I go down to the bottom and I click on highlights, we can have kind of two colours in there rather than the one colour. Just make it even more unique, and each kind of hairstyle has its own kind of different highlight on it. Let's go with that'll do. Like I said, I'm just kind of showing you some purple hair with white kind of stripes. Next we've got like the your face type. Each face type's different depending on what you've picked, what race you've picked. You've got a few different options. Okay. It's got the jaw. These are kind of like little tiny kind of alterations you can do. The eye shape. We're not going to bother with any of this. The iris, how big your pupils are and stuff. Your eye colour. And what I like about it again is you can go over here and click odd eyes and have two different coloured eyes. Just have a purple, and I like the white one, so it's matching the highlights. Eyebrow shape, nose shape, mouth shape, lip colour, which doesn't seem to be working. That's because I've gone none. Just changing the different lips and stuff you can do. I'm just going to keep it the same. Facial features, these are the little marks in your face. Okay, and now again, each character you pick will be different, so they'll have different kind of marks and stuff you can put onto your head. Got a couple of scars and stuff. Here's your tattoos, your tattoo marks. And again, these will be different depending on the race you've picked. Tattoo colour. So a little purple. Okay, here's your face paint. You can pop on. Loads of different face paint options. Some of them are cool, some of them I wouldn't touch. And I'm going to pick one just so you can see the... you can reverse it as well, look. But I'm going to just pick one quickly so you can see the... You can change the colour on it. So, okay, this is your voice. And, you know, if I zoom out of it, if you click X on it or whatever, it'll do a voice for you. Okay, and if you click right across, it's kind of your different voice. So you've got angry here. Don't know what that is. Cheerful. You got happy. Sad. As you can see, I'm scrolling across on the top, and you can kind of go through and select your voice. And there we go, guys. Okay, there's the kind of the first. That's your kind of appearance. Okay, that's it. Nice. Okay, then you select your birthday. doesn't need to be a real birthday, but there you go, you can select it. It's got a few options there for you. Now this is selecting your kind of your god almost, okay, and it will give you kind of element kind of, what's the word, right, resistances and kind of buffs against other stuff. So I mean, again, it doesn't matter a whole difference. You can see the element attributes are slightly changing, only very, very slightly, and it kind of gives you a background on which god you want to pick in the top left hand corner. Okay, now here's your class. Okay, got a number of different classes. The first one pops up is the Disciples of War. Okay, and you've got a gladiator. As you can see, you have a sword, and later on in the game you can actually have a shield to go with the sword. Then you've got a pugilist. Okay, pugilist is basically kind of like a fighting style. You've got the little knuckle duster type weapon there. Marauder is your axe guy. He's got a two-handed weapon. Your lancer will have a long kind of lancer. Then you got your archer, will have the bow and arrow. If you go down to Disciples of War, I'm being an idiot. Disciples of War. You got your conjurer, thaumaturge, arcanist, and it gives you a kind of a description of what each class is like up in the top left hand corner. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick a conjurer. Why not? This is a kind of a healing class. Bam, there you go. And once you've selected your power, you can actually click R3 and have a look what you'd be like at level with your level 50 gear on. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll go back and show you all the level 50 gears. Nope, can't do that, never mind. But there you go, guys, that is the kind of the healing level 50 suit. I think I probably can change that. Hold on, okay, here we go. So here's the arcanist at level 50. Here's the thaumaturge at level 50, like the black mage. Conjurer, your white mage. Disciples of War, archer at level 50. Got awesome, and this is with the relic weapons as well. Lancer, this is obviously your dragoon. Marauder, tanking class. Pugilist, your monk. See, his little weapons is so much cooler now. And you got your gladiator. So there's the shieldlet. An awesome weapon. Okay, so you get to pick out anything you want to do, guys. Any kind of class. You're not going to start off looking as cool as this, but it kind of gives you a brief of what your gear is going to look like and stuff in the future. Once you've done that, you can select a world. Now all worlds are down at the moment, okay, but the world list will kind of pop up on your right hand screen. Then you can pick a world. Some of them are US specific, some are EU, some are kind of mixed, you know. I think they're all mixed actually, but you know, some are Japanese and all that kind of stuff. So you can have a little play around and go into whatever world you want. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This will give you a kind of a rough guide of what the character creation is like. And like, comment, subscribe.